It's David from Site3D here, and I'm going to quickly show you how to show the long section and edit the levels of plot boundaries in the long section view in Site3D. Here I have some plot boundaries in the middle of the gardens, and what I want to do is I want to see the long section from this side all the way over to here. To do this, we're going to go to the plot boundary tools and we're going to go to the show long section. Now I can pick either the left or the right hand side of this and say the right hand side by default and edit the long section from here to here. So if I click the start position and the end position, it will then show me a long section from those two positions. You can also see that we have the chainage tracker that relates the two views together. Here we can then see that this section has left and rights that differ. So along this edge here, we actually have a retaining wall. So one side is higher than the other. So the left hand side in chainage direction that we picked is lower than the right hand side. So the start position is where going to be zero chainage. So the right hand side will be on the southern side and the left hand side will be on the northern side in this particular instance. What we can now do is we can go into the edit level and we can pick the positions that we want to edit. I can also right click and choose whether I'm selecting the left or the right. So if I wanted to pick the left hand side and edit this side only, I can pull this down and up and choose them to get a new level. If I want to, I can also right click and say set all levels at this node and pick this position up, and it'll actually join them back together and we end up with a single level again here. So if I wanted to have this one with no level difference, again I could just pick that up and do that. We also have the option to actually set the gradient of a run. So here we can say set gradient, and again I can choose where from and where to, and I can here then specify what the gradient would be. So I could specify this to be 1 in 80, say. Click OK, and it'll specify the left hand side as 1 in 80. Again, you can right click and specify whether you're choosing the left or the right. Another option is to set the gradient by a straight grade. So in this case here, I'm going to choose set straight grade and then choose the start level and the end level, and it'll choose a gradient from this level to this level that goes all the way through all of those points. In this case here, again, it's done the left hand side by default, but you can choose to do the right hand side if you want to as well. Thanks for watching.